Yves is from Brazil and has been living here for several years. He has just moved house. Yves, can you tell me why you just moved home?
Yeah, we used to share the bedroom for 4 people in the same bedroom, and we used to pay the rent for about 1,000, and then he just raised the rent 200 euros, so we have to pay 1,200, and it was so expensive to share a bedroom for, and still have nothing improved in the house, so we decided to move.
So you would have been paying then 300 to share a room with three more people.
It should be 300 each to share a room with 3 more.
How did you all fit into one room?
We have to arrange everything. You know, I shared the bed with my boyfriend, and we had like a bunk bed for 2 other people. It was like really small and really, yeah. So we have to arrange everything like.
So it was a 1-bed apartment, and how many other rooms in the apartment?
Yeah, it was only the bedroom, a living room with the kitchen all together. This space was okay, but it was 1 bedroom, so you can have your privacy and everything.
So what did you do when you had guests to stay?
Well, we had a bed in the living room. So we use a sofa sometimes, but when we have guests, we have to put them there. So they just sleep there for the night or for the weekend or something. So we usually use the living room for this.
So sometimes it would be 4 people in the bedroom plus 1 person sleeping in the living room.
Yeah, one time it was 6 people in total in the house. So just 1 bedroom, just 1 bathroom, and really small house.
And did you have any other houses like that when you lived in Dublin where you had to share?
Yeah, actually, yeah. My first house when I lived here, I came here and I lived in a kind of a hostel for this 2 weeks, and then I moved for this first house. So I lived like this. It was 2 more, so it was me and 3. So me and 2 more. I used to pay 275. 375, I think. It was expensive as well, and I had to share. So it was like small closets and no privacy, and still, at least my old house, I knew people. I knew the people who used to live there. My first house, I haven't knew anybody, so it was like really.
Yeah, it's hard moving into a new house anyway, even if you're just taking a room for yourself. But when you have to move into a new house, into a room with someone you don't know, it must be really hard for you.
Yeah, it is. It was my first time living, like, sharing with unknown people, so it was really. And I just got here. I didn't know anything, so it was really new, and yeah, and it was like awkward sometimes.
Do you have many other friends who live in these kind of houses?
Actually, it's really common. People from Brazil, or I know much people from Brazil who comes and lives like this, but I know Venezuelans as well, Mexican people. So it's pretty common. You have to pay to live in the city center. You have to pay higher rents than the others. So you live closer to your school and everything. So yeah, it's pretty common if you go through this kind of students.
And do you think people are choosing to live in the city centre because they want to be near the English schools?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is the reason. It's near everything here. It's closer to supermarkets and everything. And also, most of the schools are on the city centre, so it's near to their school.
But also, a lot of foreign students can only work about 20 hours a week. Do you think money is a factor also when people are looking for a place to rent?
Yeah, it always has. It always has to be to money. So I know people who haven't worked at all during the year they were studying, so they couldn't have any money to afford the rent. It's just the money they brought, and of course we always looking for low cost. So that's why we goes like this, and we share the rooms and everything.
And have you had any problems with sharing?
Fortunately, it was okay for me. I had a problem in my first house, but it was with a girl who lived in the other bedroom. But it wasn't nothing related to this. But because I'm really nice person, so I get along with everybody.